No episódio anterior, nós recebemos uma mensagem do Vault 101.
It feels like you left home a long time ago, but I know you're still out there. I just hope you're still alive to hear this. Things got worse after you left. My father's gone mad with power. If you can hear this, please stop looking for your dad and help stop mine. I changed the door password to my name. If you're hearing this, and if you still care enough to help me, you should remember it.
Message repeats.
Amata nos pede ajuda, e como estamos perto da nossa antiga casa, vamos até lá para ver como podemos ajudar. Chegando à grande porta do abrigo 101, nada parece diferente, então digito a nova senha no console e a porta se abre. Aqui na porta encontramos marretas, tacos de beisebol e um pequeno aviso: a saída está proibida pelo supervisor. Logo aqui na entrada encontro o corpo de Jim Wilkins. O que será que aconteceu aqui? Encontro também uma barata aqui junto do corpo de Steve Armstrong. E nele temos um stealth boy. Aparentemente eles estavam tentando de alguma forma sair do abrigo. No corredor, atrás da porta, encontro o oficial Gomes.
Stop right there. I don't know how you got in here, but... Hold on. Wait a minute. It's you! I hardly recognized you with all the dust and grime from out there. Guess that explains how you got that door open. You've got more experience with it than most everyone down here combined.
Onde diabos está a Amata? Ajude-me, se você estiver machucado ela...
Whoa! Calm down there. Amata's not in any danger. I mean, we're all in a sort of a rough patch, but we've weathered worse. But sorry to say, if you're back, there's going to be trouble with some folks. And if Amata's wrapped up in it, there'll be trouble for her too.
O que aconteceu aqui, desde que eu saí?
Everything went crazy is what happened. Your dad opened that door, bugs started attacking, and people started going crazy. When the smoke cleared, there were a lot of casualties and not many answers. Didn't help that our doctor had just left either.
Papai ficaria chocado em saber disso, se estivesse vivo.
I'm sorry to hear that. Regardless of how things turned out down here, he was a good friend. I always figured he'd do well outside. Matter of fact, a lot of folks started thinking he had the right idea. He usually did. So, if it was safe out there, why stay down here forever? Well, the overseer didn't like that one bit and started cracking down on that sort of thought. Guess he didn't plan on you coming back.
E agora o quê?
I probably ought to put you under arrest and take you into the overseer, but frankly, I know better than to try that. Meanwhile, some of your old friends think opening the vault is a good idea. I bet those rebels would like a word with you, now more than ever. Of course, if you want, you can just walk away as if you were never here. Out of respect for your dad, I won't even tell anyone I saw you.
Espera, por que os rebeldes apenas não vão embora?
It's not that they want to leave. It's that they want to open the door and interact with the rest of the world. But that would risk the whole vault.
Pode me levar para algum lugar?
I guess you've had a lot on your mind since you were here last. Where do you want to go?
Preciso ver a Amata. Me leve até ela.
Okay. Follow me.
Gomes nos pede para aguardar. Parece que à nossa frente, um dos guardas está discutindo com um dos Tunnel Snakes.
Keep your hands to yourself.
You can't cage a tunnel snake, man, because we rule.
Stay back!
Taylor!
Don't you know enough to stay away?
Você quase atirou no Fred.
I didn't mean to fire. I really didn't. I just wanted to scare him off. But he had a knife. I can't be too careful with those rebels.
Me fale sobre os rebeldes.
I tell you, I'm scared of them. I never know when they're gonna try something dangerous.
O que aconteceu aqui embaixo?
I lost my poor wife Agnes is what happened. And all the chaos and fighting, her old ticker just couldn't take it anymore.
Eu tenho que ir agora.
Yes, you do.
Stop shooting, damn it! I guess you can see how bad things are down here. Sorry, where were we going?
Poderia me levar até a mata? Preciso falar com ela sobre isso.
As chance would have it, she was one of the first people to talk about life outside the vault after you left. No surprise. She always did like you. I hope you can talk some sense into her. Or maybe the two of you can come up with some other plan. Just be careful about it.
E assim continuamos, seguindo Gomes pelo vault, mais uma vez. Mas assim que prestamos atenção, vemos alguém na janela, na sala do andar de cima. Abaixo de um cartaz que agora diz: trabalho é trabalho, ao invés de trabalho duro, é trabalho feliz. Esse é o supervisor.
Amata's up there.
Continuamos seguindo Gomes. Passamos pela cafeteria e nos deixa no pé da escada para a clínica. Daqui seguimos sem ele. Assim que subimos a escada, um dos Tunnel Snakes vem até nós. É Butch.
Damn, look who's come waltzing back into the vault. It takes some real balls coming back here after everything you and your dad screwed up. But if you've got to be back, might as well make yourself useful. You gotta help us.
O que te faz pensar que voltei para te ajudar?
Because you're a goody two-shoes, right? You get off on helping people in trouble. Isn't that why you saved my mom? I bet she'd thank you herself, but she and I ain't exactly on speaking terms at the moment. At least, not when she's sober. But I tell you, your old man had the right idea. I can't stand it down here anymore. You gotta help me get out.
Não se preocupe. Estou tentando ajudar o vault inteiro.
Man, screw the entire vault. What about me? Even these rebels just want the option to go outside for lousy trading and stuff. I just want to get the hell out of here for good. Why stay here and be stuck as a barber for my entire life when I could go out there and make my own choices?
Butch, o que você faz no vault?
The damn goat said I'm supposed to be a hairdresser, but that ain't me. I'm a barber, you got that? There's a difference.
O Butch é barbeiro. E podemos pedir para ele mudar nosso visual se quisermos. O que você acha que vai fazer lá fora, Butch?
I'll start a gang, of course. Why, it'll be the toughest, coolest, badassest gang the Wasteland's ever seen. Hey, play your cards right, maybe I'll even let you join it, huh?
Ei, eu já estou na Tunnel Snakes. Você me deu a jaqueta e tudo mais, lembra?
Yeah, but I'm thinking it'll be a new gang. We ain't gonna just be in tunnels, you know. Besides, there's gonna be a lot more people who want to join. Competition's gonna be tough.
Por que eu deveria te ajudar, Butch?
Because you've always been a goody two-shoes. So when I need help, it's what you're gonna do, right? You're gonna help Amata anyway, right? Just make it so we can leave the vault. And I'll leave and never bother you again.
O que aconteceu nessa noite?
I heard old Stanley complaining a lot of the stuff down in the reactor got fried pretty bad. Nothing too bad, yet. But he's always worrying we'll lose air filtration or whatever. Of course, if that happened, guess we'd all have to leave the vault then, huh?
Vou indo agora.
Catch you later, maybe.
A ideia de Butch é que todos abandonem o vault, e para isso ele quer que eu sabote o reator. É uma opção, mas eu acho que não seja a melhor opção. Passamos por Butch e continuamos em direção à clínica. Mas antes, passamos pela sala de aula, lá onde fizemos o teste de Gold. E encontramos Fred, encolhido em um canto.
Hey, good to see you again.
Não acredito que eles quase atiraram em você.
I tell you, those guards are getting nastier every day. One of these days, it's gonna turn real ugly. but I'll be ready for it.
Fale-me sobre os rebeldes.
The overseer thinks he's in charge of us just because it's his job? Well, nuts to that. We do what we want, and we want to open the vault.
O que aconteceu aqui embaixo?
Paul got bit real bad by some of those rad roaches, but he thought he could tough it out. If we'd had a doctor to treat him, he might still be here.
Eu preciso ir agora.
Bye.
Parece que a combinação da nossa fuga com a falta de médico
Hello.
foi o que desencadeou toda a confusão. Encontramos aqui também Suzy Mac.
You're alive!
Fale-me sobre os rebeldes.
I hate that this whole thing has turned us against our families. But we just can't keep living down here forever. I mean, look at this place.
O que aconteceu aqui embaixo?
A lot of security got wounded, and worse. In all the confusion, we still don't know who's responsible for some of them.
Vejo você mais tarde.
Bye.
E Christine Kendall.
Wow, you're back.
Fale-me sobre os rebeldes.
I wouldn't call us rebels. I mean, we don't agree with the overseer, but we still love the vault. We just want to try going outside, too.
O que aconteceu aqui embaixo?
Mom and little Monica got caught in the fires. I tried to get them out, I really did. But it was just too hot. I know it wasn't your fault, but my dad doesn't think as highly of you. You wouldn't want to hear what he said he'd do to your dad, either.
Vejo você mais tarde.
Later.
Agora entendemos um pouco mais da situação. E está bem ruim. E quando passamos pela clínica...
Oh my god, you're back! You got my message and actually came back!
Eu estava pelas redondezas e então pensei em fazer uma visita.
I missed your sense of humor, but I really don't think this is the time for jokes. We're in real trouble. And your help could make all the difference. So could you please take this seriously? For me?
Você salvou minha vida, Amata. O mínimo que posso fazer é te ajudar.
I just wish we could have saved more people. Jonas and the Hannons and so many others died that night. It was bad enough they died because my father was trying to keep the door closed. But then I found out it was all to protect a lie. I found out the vault wasn't always closed. They've lied to us about it for our entire lives.
Isso explica por que encontrei um velho traje do Vault 101 lá fora. Se você não lembra, nós encontramos um traje. Foi inclusive Moira que deu ele para nós, durante nossas missões para o Manual de Sobrevivência.
I heard we sent a couple of scouts outside long ago. Maybe the suit was theirs. The vault was open for a while, but for some reason they closed it off when we were babies and everyone swore to deny it had ever happened. But then Jonas died, and they're keeping us locked in here, all to protect that fantasy of remaining untainted by the outside world.
Na verdade, essa história aí é culpa do meu pai. Foi ele quem começou toda essa confusão.
Your dad didn't kill Jonas. Your dad didn't lock down the vault. Your dad isn't the one keeping us from leaving right now. My dad did, and we need to take a stand against him.
O que aconteceu nessa noite?
The real problems came after you two left. The injured had nobody to turn to since our doctor had run off and his assistant had died. Now, we've got to rely on that old Mr. Handy for most of our medical needs, and he hasn't exactly got the best bedside manner. Ever had an examination from someone with cold, metal pincers? You don't want to.
Por que o supervisor está fazendo isso?
I just don't know. Maybe he thinks he's protecting us, but all he's really doing is condemning us. I thought parents were supposed to want a better world for their children. Well, there's a new world waiting right outside that door, and we're not going to give up until we can reach it.
Por que não vai embora? Não há muita segurança.
Don't you get it? We don't want to abandon the vault. We want to open it. We still want this to be our home, but we want to get supplies from outside. Trading, exploring, anything's better than just hiding down here.
Acho que tem uma solução para os problemas do Vault.
I certainly hope so. We can't keep going on like this.
Te juro que eu vou deter teu pai e seus guardas. Observe.
You will? Thank goodness for that. No matter what I say, he just doesn't listen. He just spends all day up in his office. But you've actually been outside, so you can tell him what it's like with first-hand experience. Just, please don't do anything rash or hurt him, alright?
Você sabe que violência não é meu estilo, Amata. Não se preocupe.
I should have remembered. I was just worried. I don't know, maybe your time outside had changed you. Thanks, and good luck talking to him. Let me know when you change his mind.
Dentro da clínica, encontramos a senhora Palmer.
Oh, it's good to see you're back from outside. It can be dangerous out there for someone your age.
Fale-me sobre os rebeldes.
Oh, dear. We aren't asking for anything special. The vault's been open before, but for some reason everyone tries to pretend it wasn't. I guess they try to forget the poor souls who never came back from out there.
O que aconteceu aqui embaixo?
My poor grandson Jonas died is what happened. They say it was just an accident in all the confusion, but I know it was the overseer.
Eu tenho que ir agora.
Oh, please be careful.
Então volta à antiga sala de nosso pai. E encontramos... Meu Deus, o que aconteceu aqui?
Another patient. What's it to be, eh? Appendectomy? Tonsillectomy? Hysterectomy?
Andy, o robô que, há algum tempo atrás, era garçom na cafeteria, agora é um... Vamos perguntar pra ele. Então, qual o seu interesse nisso tudo?
Human problems for human hearth. I don't trouble myself with such petty affairs. My work is my life. And, as you can see, I've been quite busy.
Andy, o que aconteceu? Todo esse sangue.
Yes, a rather unfortunate incident. In all the commotion, Miss Beatrice suffered a rather bad sprain in her left toe. The big one. Obviously, I had no choice but to amputate the leg. I'm sorry to say the operation was not a success.
Espere, eles te nomearam médico?
But of course, with your father's departure from the vault and Jonas's untimely demise, the overseer had to take swift action. And so he named me the new vault medical practitioner. A marvelous decision, if I do say so myself. I am fully equipped, after all.
E mesmo de ver o que ele fez pela Beatriz, eu arrisco. Já que você é médico, pode me curar?
Actually, no. I'm afraid I've been, what's the human term? Fired. I've been reassigned to cleaning detail. My first duty is, somewhat ironically, cleaning the clinic. But surgery was fun while it lasted.
Eu tenho que ir agora.
Of course. Don't let me keep you.
Ele realmente arrancou a perna da Beatriz por uma torção de dedo. Meu Deus. O supervisor deve ter ficado maluco. Vou deixar o robô aqui. Mas agora me lembro da primeira vez que estive aqui, encontramos um cofre atrás do quadro na clínica. Nós não sabíamos como arrombá-lo. Agora, quero tentar novamente. Dentro do cofre, encontramos um esquema de lançar tudo, uma holofita com o nome Doce lá e 300 estampinhas. O que será que temos nessa fita?
Well, here we are. Nestled, all safe and snug inside Vault 101. It's so cold down here. Colder still with Catherine gone. Oh, Catherine. I so wish you were here with me. How the hell am I supposed to do this by myself? Live down in this hole. Take care of our child. But this is our life now. So I guess I'd better get used to it. The overseer who runs the place is an overbearing bully. But I've dealt with worse.
Gente. Nosso pai já sabia que esse supervisor era um problema. Agora, depois que ele saiu, isso só piorou. É hora de irmos até lá conversar com ele. Temos que ter um certo cuidado, pois o oficial Wilkins pode nos atacar. E aí o supervisor também, e aí tudo vira uma bagunça. Então, se formos por outro lado, encontramos primeiro a sala de segurança. E se conseguirmos hackear o computador, abrimos a cela e encontramos um documento com título confidencial, indicando que os agentes de segurança iriam atacar os rebeldes naquela noite. E na cela aqui encontramos o Sr. Butch, nosso professor.
It's been a while, kid. I guess the goat couldn't have predicted how you'd turn out, could it? Remind me to add a question about rescuing your teacher from the vault jail. If the vault ever goes back to normal, that is. By the way, while I was in there, I heard some worrying things from the guards.
O que os guardas te contaram?
I heard one of the guards talking about some sort of plan to raid Amata and the rest of us. I didn't hear anything else, but I think he read it on the security terminal. So maybe you can find more there. I'm sure it's bad news for us all.
Então, aquela não é a informação do ataque anterior. Eles querem acabar com a rebelião na base e vai ser essa noite. Fale-me sobre os rebeldes.
Most of them are just kids who are caught up in the idea of seeing the world. But I know we've got to actually open the vault if we want to survive. Otherwise, we're just going to dwindle away down here until it's all too late.
O que aconteceu aqui
It
embaixo?
was pretty rough, I'll tell you. I know a lot of folks blame your dad, but I know he didn't mean to cause all that. Don't blame him or yourself.
Eu tenho que ir agora.
Watch yourself down here.
Temos que achar o supervisor e nós sabemos onde ele está.
Well, I see you've returned. Done with the dust and ruins of the wasteland, are you? Given up looking for Daddy? Thought you could just slink back in like a teen missing curfew? Well, that's too bad. You have no future in this vault. You're tainted.
Você é que me assassinou, Jonas.
I assume you're talking about the unpleasantness when you left? Yes? Jonas and your father were endangering the future success of this vault and the safety of its residents. I did what I had to do to keep them from destroying all we had achieved here. I only wish I could have prevented it from happening at all.
Não tente justificar seus assassinatos e mentiras. Eles nunca foram uma ameaça.
Spoken like someone who's never had to make difficult decisions. Like someone who's never had to lead. Jonas was leaving with your father. Their departure would lead to others leaving as well. And before you know it, half of the vault would be gone. And then, our home, the last safe, pure bastion of humanity, would be reduced to a lonely handful of aging holdouts, too few to continue.
Você não está protegendo seu pessoal, você está os destruindo, não está vendo?
I'm afraid you're the short-sighted one here. I'm simply keeping them safe and untouched by the war above. The real danger are the rebels and insurgents who insist on risking all of our lives just to die out there in the wastes. If they weren't trying to throw our lives away like that, we could go back to the peaceful life we once had. Everyone would be happy again.
Os rebeldes estão preocupados, pois você mentiu para eles sobre o exterior.
They have to understand that we did that to keep them from going outside and getting killed. To keep them from making the same mistake our generation did when we were their age. Some of us already lost loved ones out there long ago. We won't lose any more today.
Acredito que tem uma solução para os problemas do Vault.
To fix what you started? Go ahead and humor me.
Os rebeldes têm razão, você precisa abrir o Vault.
Oh, do you? What makes you think you know how better to protect this vault?
Você simplesmente não tem pessoal suficiente para ficar isolado aqui, embaixo para sempre.
We can make more. That's what humanity does. It survives.
Você nem sequer consegue manter segurança. Eles estão planejando atacar os rebeldes.
Damn it! I told them I won't let this degenerate into violence again. The vault simply can't take the instability anymore. But maybe you're right. They simply can't stand the pressure anymore. And now the purity and perfection of my vault is crumbling all around me.
Não é só questão de genética de humanidade. Trata-se de nunca perder a esperança, mesmo agora.
I wish I could share your optimism, but I suppose you have a point in your blathering way. My way won't save our vault's mission, but if I let them contact the outside world, I might be able to save its inhabitants. But I'm not the one to lead them in that. I'm stepping down as overseer. I'll tell Amata that I can think of no more appropriate leader than she.
E com isso nós conseguimos resolver a questão do Vault, e agora a Amata é a supervisora. Eu perdi o registro do vídeo disso, mas no computador do supervisor foi encontrado registro sobre a tentativa de acesso ao Vault por parte do enclave. O pai de Amata não permitiu acesso. Provavelmente, caso contrário, teríamos um caso muito parecido com o que aconteceu no início de Fallout 2.
have been lost. But perhaps, worse than that, lives have been stopped. And in my attempts to keep you safe, I have kept you from growing up. I know I have made these mistakes, and I would make them again if I had to do so. That is why I cannot remain your overseer.
Father!
Amata, I appoint you overseer in my place. You've proven you have what it takes to make hard choices for the good of the vaults. I'm just sorry I didn't understand that earlier. Consider it one of many mistakes I've made.
Thank you, Father. I'll do my best to keep us all safe, inside the vault and beyond.
You're welcome, my dear. And now, if you'll excuse me, I feel quite worn down. We'll deal with the details soon, in private. Until then, I'm sure there are people waiting to congratulate you.
I never thought you'd be back. Good. You made it.
I'm still alive, but I don't know how long that luck will last. Seems like something big's about to transpire.
Well, I guess it could be worse, but if I know Father, he's not just going to change his mind on this.
Will do, Amata. You watch out for yourself, too.
Will do. You too.
I never thought you'd be back.
I just heard. My father says he's stepping down as overseer. He won't tell me why, but I have to assume it's something you said to him.
Só tive uma pequena conversa com ele e expliquei as coisas. Tudo muito civilizado.
You and him? Civil? I expected you to change out in the wasteland, but not that much. But I guess we'll all be learning a bit about the outside now, won't we? As the new overseer, I'm planning on opening the vault. This time, for good. It's a bright new day for the vault, but I'm afraid there's one thing that has to change.
Seja o que for, é prazer ajudar.
I know you are, and on behalf of the vault, I thank you for all you've done. But there are still many who blame you for everything that happened. So I have to ask you to leave. I'm sorry, but the situation is just too delicate for you to stay. Please, if you really want to help the vault, you have to go.
Eu salvei o Vault e agora você quer me chutar pra fora?
No, it's not like that. But if you stay, it'll just keep causing more problems. The vault can't take any more infighting. It's just what has to be. It'll be a while before we're ready to really go outside. But once the vault is stable again, maybe we'll see you out there. So, I guess this is goodbye for now. It's not much, but take this with you to remember us by. With luck, we'll meet again.
E com isso, como no primeiro Fallout, por tentar salvar nossa casa, somos expulsos dela permanentemente. Antes de sair, Amata nos dá um novo macacão. Esteticamente ele parece muito com os anteriores. Ele tá um pouco sujo. E a diferença é que ele te dá mais um de sorte para o usuário. Uma coisa rara de se ter por aqui. Além do All-Star vermelho para compor. Ficou bem legal. E depois de atravessarmos a porta, ela se fecha novamente. Dessa vez, permanentemente para nós. Não temos mais nosso pai, nem nossa antiga casa. Só nos resta ir em frente. Temos que agora achar o abrigo 87, para ao menos tentar continuar o trabalho de nosso pai.